Alexus Love Beauties. I have 7 feminine hygiene tips for public use of restrooms. Step number 1, never touch the door, right? When you going into a public restroom, if it's a push door, don't touch the little silver part. Don't touch any of the middle, because that's where everybody touch at. Where I open the door at, I might open it with my elbow, might kick it open with my foot, or I might push it like above or like really, really below to open the door. I just trying to eliminate germs. Like I said, a lot of people been touching on the door all day. I'm touching up here, I'm touching down there, or I'm kicking it open with my foot. Number 2, wash your hands before you use the bathroom if you can. I say that because no telling if you're at the mall or you've been doing a lot of stuff, you've been touching a lot of stuff, and then you run right in the bathroom to wipe yourself. To me, that's unsanitary. We all have our days. Like I said, if you can wash your hands, yeah, wash your hands before you use the restroom, because you don't want to spread those germs that you've been spreading all throughout the mall and then come in the restroom and touch yourself. Step number 3, check the stall before you use it. Like, look around, make sure it's not any blood on the floor, make sure it's not any like leftover sanitary napkins, make sure the toilet look okay, look decent enough for you to squat over, make sure it ain't like no nasty fingerprints all over the door. Just check out the stall, make sure it's tissue make sure it's tissue in there before you go in there. Just check out the stall before you go in there. Just, you know, look around, make sure it's good before you use it. Step number 4, disinfect if they have something available. If they have a Lysol, even if they have soap, child, I'll be in the bathroom for a minute. If I have to do all of that, if I'm not gonna be quick, I'm using some soap, I'm taking some paper towel, I'm gonna wipe the toilet first, throw that away, wash my hands, put the little tissue paper down, and all of that. If they have something to disinfect with, I say use it. People be coughing in the bathroom openly. It just be too much going on in the bathroom and public in general. Or if you have your own personal disinfect, which I think that might be a good idea to do, just at least get a personal size like hand sanitizer, and just always spray stuff. So that's something that I might do as well. Just keep something handy so you can always disinfect. Then number 5, never use the first piece of tissue. I don't care if I'm over somebody's house, I am not using the first piece of tissue, especially if it ain't even no especially, I just don't do it. But if it's like a tissue roll and it don't have a cover on it, you use that first roll like whatever. I'm telling you, I be wasting it, and I don't even use a lot of tissue, but I'm ripping it off for a minute, and then I'm gonna use that tissue, because like I said, people be coughing, somebody probably went in there, touched it, just all types of stuff. I never use the first piece of tissue, especially if it's like out in the public. Oh no honey, no honey. Then I do a lot of janitorial anyway, so I know how different people stock. I'm gonna tell a little secret, child, but some cleaners, when they clean and they stocking stuff, they might touch the tissue with their bare hand. The tissue may have not already been sanitary when they even got it, so it just be too much going on. Like I said, people probably done coughed over it in the bathroom. It's just too much germs. Don't use the first roll. If the tissue is in like a cover, I still don't use the first roll. I don't have to roll off as much, but I'm still ripping a few pieces of tissue. Like I said, it's a little piece hanging. I don't know what she did. You have to think. We wipe ourselves, right? And it might be a little, you know, leftover residue, whatever, on your hand. And then you might touch that piece of tissue and then leave that part hanging. Now, I'm using it. Maybe TMI, but not really, because that's what I'm here for. I don't care if it's covered up or not. I'm not using the first roll of tissue, the first piece of tissue at all. Never touch the bathroom stall handle. So if I have to do one of them wipe downs real quick and I wash my hands, I'm going back in there, pushing the door with that, might set that on the tissue roll, hold on till that time done, use that little door handle. Another thing I do when I go in, if I can do all that. Like I said, sometimes you probably can't. When I go in, I'm still not touching right there. I'm still not touching the handle. I'm up here with it. I'm in the stall pulling the door closed like this. And then I might get like a piece of tissue, or if I have to do it with my hand, I'm doing it quick, like locking it however, but I'm closing the door like this. Or the little coat rack piece, I'm pulling that to close the door. I don't get real intimate in public bathrooms, or even sometimes people personal bathrooms. I'm closing the door up here, or I'll like kick my foot to close the stall door. Just try and stay away from the stall door as much as possible, because it's a lot of germs on there. Probably even more germs than it is on the front door, because you just finished using the bathroom and you touch the door. Like, too much. And then number 7, dry your hands. Like when you come out the restroom, dry your hands first. I'll leave the water running. After I wash my hands, I'll leave the water running. If I got to touch something on myself, I'm doing that first. If I have the time, if I can. And then I'm turn off the water with the paper towel, right? Like I said, again, germs. Everybody is coming out the bathroom from being intimate with themselves, and everybody is just lifting up the faucet handle. Me, I'm trying to lift it up another type of way. Or if I just have to do that real quick, then I'm making sure that when my hands are clean, that I'm not turning it off with my bare hands. So those are the 7 feminine hygiene tips that I have for when you are in public. Limit bathroom conversations. I don't like to talk in the bathroom. Like, sis, I'm trying to get out of here. Like, people in here, it's still, hey, is this how you don't know? Look, we can talk in the hallway. Like, I don't have time for that. Real quick, I was in the bathroom with somebody the other day. This is what I'm saying. I was in the bathroom with somebody the other day, and I come out the stall washing my hands or whatever. I'm like, oh, ready to get up out of here. Fingernails and all, honey, fingernails and all. I'm washing my hands, and she looking like as if I'm taking too long. Really, she was looking because she forgot to wash her hands, and I was just like, so I'm washing my hands, and she like, and I'm like, she like, oh, you probably thought I needed something or I wanted something, but really I just forgot to wash my hands. So I'm waiting on you to get done. I just forgot to wash my hands. And I looked at her like, oh, forgot to wash your hands. That's what I'm saying. People be saying they forgot to wash their hands, or they just don't wash their hands, and they probably didn't want to catch nobody. Especially it's just too much going on in general at public areas. Like, no, I'm straight on that. Like, sis, I'm good. That goes for personal too. Like, I'm straight. But those are my 7 tips. Leave below in the comment section if you have some tips for personal use. And Alexus loves you. Mwah.